Welcome to Neshaminy's Honor Society Induction Ceremony. Would you please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It is with great honor to introduce our principal, Dr. McGee.
Thank you, Eleanor. Welcome and congratulations, National Honor Society inductees. I'd like to take a moment to thank our jazz ensemble for our pre-ceremony entertainment. You can clap for them. And I also would like to take a moment to express my thanks to our National Honor Society advisors, Mrs. Kelly and Ms. Caranta, for their service to Neshaminy High School. It's both an honor and pleasure to have them on the team. National Honor Society. Three words with so much power and meaning. Let's dissect. National. National, the word signifies something much bigger than just Neshaminy High School. We are but a chapter in a much larger organization. Honor. Parents, by the show of hands, raise your hands if you think that being in the National Honor Society is all about good grades. That's okay. I did it once too. When you think of honors in school, you think about grades, good grades, honor roll, honors courses, etc. However, the scope of honor in this society's definition extends well beyond academic achievement. Grades are just part of the equation. More on that in a moment. The final word is society. In this context, a society can be defined as a voluntary association of individuals dedicated to a common mean. That common mean in the definition of this society is stated clearly in the National Honor Society's Constitution. The National Honor Society was established by a group of high school administrators back in 1921, some 95 years ago. And I quote the Constitution, "To create enthusiasm for scholarship, to stimulate a desire to render service, to promote leadership, and to develop character in the students of secondary schools." The common end in our society's definition extends well beyond grades. The other cornerstones are character, service, and leadership. You are here today because you have excelled in all four of those during your time at Neshaminy High School, and we expect you to continue excelling in those areas as well. As your continued expansion and experiences and expertise in these areas of scholarship, service, character, and leadership will serve you well. And I selfishly hope that as you do, both individually and collectively, you will leave an enduring, sustainable way of thinking and being here at Neshaminy High School. Again, congratulations on your induction into the National Honor Society. Remember, though tonight we are here to recognize you, from this point forward, it's about others, using your gifts, your talents to improve things for others. Welcome and congratulations. At this time, I'd like to welcome back to the podium the president of Neshaminy's chapter of the National Honor Society, Ms. Eleanor Altenbosch.
Dr. McGee, Mrs. Kelly, Ms. Caranta, members of faculty, parents, and students, welcome to the 2016 NHS Induction Ceremony. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the faculty of our school for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as new members of our NHS chapter. For current members and those former members who may be among our guests, we hope this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you too are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. Our chapter is proud to induct these new members with today's ceremony, which indicates the continuing emphasis on excellence that we represent for our school and community. Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as role models for other students. In addition to the strong academic records, which establish our eligibility for membership, our chapter members are leaders in many student organizations, and we serve our school and community through many activities, including blood drives, fundraisers, and other service projects. We are proud of this record of accomplishment and welcome these new members who bring new energy in support of our continuing work as NHS members. It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in the Neshaminy High School chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that serve as standards for the society. Members of the chapter will now review these qualities for the candidates. We begin with scholarship. Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. Leadership. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others and to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a school, community, or nation, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a meaningful and substantive charge to each of our members. Service. My office is service. Service can be established in the routine of the day's work, where many opportunities arise to help others both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or public recognition is the quality we seek in our membership and promote for the entire student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow. Character. Character is the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of us our individuality, our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is the force of character that guides one through life, once developed, grows steadily within. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others to be rather than to seem. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character. It is at this time, will the new inductees please rise, raise your right hand, and repeat the pledge. Please join me in reciting the pledge. I pledge to uphold the high purpose of the National Honor Society. I pledge to uphold the high purpose of the National Honor Society. To which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. And will maintain and encourage. The high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Thank you. You may be seated. Reading the names of the new National Honor Society members are our chapter's Secretary Jenna Schauder and Treasurer Jamie Riley.
Ahone Gina Akume.
Caitlin Albaran.
Kiara Antoyan.
Courtney Archidiacono.
Jennifer Augustine.
Gavin Barr.
Sarah Boyle.
Megan Bressler.
Hope Cahill.
Emily Caja.
Allison Camillo.
Gabrielle Cotilli.
Rachel Kofer.
Charles Dominic.
Derek Dizell.
Tyler Ebbinger.
Brandon Evans.
Allie Fonts.
Amy Fonts.
Shannon Foreman.
Valerie Fortuna.
Brianna Fredericks.
Abigail Geisler.
Amy Gordon.
Carrie Greco.
James Gursky.
Riley Hastings.
Danielle Hellstrom.
Samantha Hellstrom.
Catherine Hilliard.
Rachel Honish.
Janine Jacobek.
Skylar Jansen.
Anastasia Kaufman.
Catherine Kearse.
Anusha Khan.
Leanne Cove.
Megan Kirk.
William Kraft.
Amanda Kurtz.
Samantha Custers.
Danielle LaPierre.
Anna Le.
Victoria Lieber.
Ryan Lank.
Caitlin Little.
Megan Lucas.
Kiara Marable.
Jake Marinelli.
Juliana Matthew.
Jared Mellis.
Paige Metz.
Eric Miller.
Abbas Mirza.
Gianna Newborg.
Robert Novak.
Brian O'Connell.
Dorothy O'Connor.
Jerry Lynn Odgers.
Ronnie Patel.
May Prash.
Jody Reich.
Corey Redman.
Annie Rienzi.
Matthew Roach.
Jamie Rue.
Anna Lynn Runquist.
Alexandra Lee Russell.
Sean Senko.
Juliana Schwab.
Anna Scrott.
Victoria Smith.
Joseph Stanford.
Grace Stetz.
Jared Stonkis.
Athena Strapoli.
Peter Strapoli.
David Tilley.
Madison Titlow.
Matherin Tothnam.
Andrew Trench.
Aaron Twomey.
Tira Tuttle.
Jacob Van Dyne.
Kirsten Best.
Jessica Weber.
Juliana Zamorano. That's all, so congratulations.
All right. I'd like to thank our advisors, Mrs. Kelly and Ms. Caranta, for their hard work in organizing this year's induction ceremony. Please join me in thanking them with a round of applause. Thank you all for attending our NHS induction ceremony. In just a moment, the new inductees will recess, after which you are all invited to join us in the lobby for a reception. But before doing so, please join me once again in applauding all of our new Honor Society members. Thank you, and now will everyone please stand as our newest members of the National Honor Society recess.